good to make these connections now. So let's go ahead and welcome Mr. Berryman.
Thank you, John. Good evening, everyone. My name is Chris Berryman. I am the CEO, Chief Coalition Builder, and founder of Force for Humanity. I have been living in the Lakeland area ever since 1980. I was actually born and raised here in Florida. I was born in a place called Sanford. Love Florida, love it all to death. And as you can see, I am a LinkedIn Jedi Knight because I love Star Wars. So what really brought me to my journey on LinkedIn was almost back in 2017. I was working for a solar company here in Florida called Solar Homes. And I started asking them questions about where you want to go, what you want to do you really want to be a part of something bigger than of yourself? And then next thing you know, one thing led to another. I had a epiphany moment kind of thing and said, I need to start a great organization that will really bring humanity into business and beyond, and really bring that humanity into business. So that's where it spawned originally. It's on LinkedIn. And ever since then, I've been collecting great relationships, collecting great knowledge, people of knowledgeable wealth and value, and you'd be surprised of what the power of LinkedIn really is truly about. And I found out without LinkedIn, I probably would not even have this opportunity to speak to you guys tonight. And that's a true testament of what LinkedIn is truly all about. I think the biggest thing that really gets to me from a personal perspective is that we are using technology today as probably a means to an end, which it shouldn't be the case. It should be used as an opportunity to truly go, like what my friend Evan Duran says, go beyond the profile. Connect with people who have like minds, like attitudes, like things that will really connect us. Our very humanity, ladies and gentlemen, our humanity is what unites us and bonds us and really creates the dynamic that who we are, from not only in an individual standpoint, but from a human collective standpoint. As you see here, I got a great quote. It's not about me, it's not about you, it's not even about us. It's about legacy. It's what we choose to leave behind for future generations. It's a legacy. What we do on LinkedIn, ladies and gentlemen, is truly a legacy. It truly is. Who right now, today, is on LinkedIn? Raise your hands. If you got your phones right now, get on LinkedIn, connect with me right now. And I guarantee you, you'll be opened up to a much larger world. Because I say it this way to a lot of people. It's not who you know now, so you know, so you don't know, so you need to know. And when you add on the caveat to that, it's not what you know now, it's what you know, it's what you don't know, what you need to know. And when you combine those together and meet great people, it's about almost connecting the dots. Who's here heard about the 6 degrees of separation in life of Kevin Bacon? That's how close we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're that close. We're so close that when we meet people on social media, it truly connects us even more so. And that's what it really truly comes down to. The power of connection and the power of transformation. We can truly transform ourselves, ladies and gentlemen, because we all are connected to one another. We all share the human experience, which that's our very humanity, and we can make a difference transforming the world around us. We have a choice in every conversation and every connection. Isn't that amazing? We want to preface this, ladies and gentlemen, to really truly make a mark on people's lives. That's what our organization is truly about. about not only serving the needs of the many, but more importantly, the needs of the one. That one person can change someone's life. In fact, I had a conversation with Dave Alto, who's a friend of mine on LinkedIn. He had a 20-minute conversation with a LinkedIn influencer, they call him. He said that 20-minute phone call with that gentleman profoundly changed his life and direction forever. And that can happen. Right now, as it stands in our organization, we have over 99 people worldwide. And of those 99 people worldwide and growing, as you see here, this is our Force for Humanity group page. There's going to be two dynamics in play. We will have a movement side, we'll drive to the business side. And without the movement side to drive the business side, on social media nowadays, you probably can't get up off the ground because of it. You've got to have some kind of movement inside any other organization, no matter if it's Microsoft or Target, wherever. You've got to have something that's an engine that drives that together. And we are, to me, ladies and gentlemen, that very components of a great momentous opportunity in the engine that we are able to be afforded to ourselves, which is life. Life is a big engine. It's something bigger than of ourselves. And if we can be a part of that and truly get in tune to not only what the future holds for us for the present and for the future, because we can determine that. We can have those very connections, help better ourselves, because who here has had an opportunity to work on something but didn't really know the dynamics into it and said, I really don't know that? Has anyone gone through that before? We all have. I'm going to give you a little personal background about me. I was in special education for most of my K through 12 life. I was under consideration for SLD and EH, which is slow learning disability and emotionally handicapped. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? Handicap shouldn't define you. Your power that you have inside you will truly define you for not only what you do for today, but for tomorrow. And the people that I've met on LinkedIn is a good testament to that. They saw something in me that at the time when I started this great organization, I didn't even see in myself. They say that I'm a great connector. I don't know. I'm just a humble man from Lincoln, Florida. Who's going to listen to me to be able to say, I can help and change your life? When I was given the opportunity from John and Jack, who's here tonight, said, Chris, we would like for you to be speaking to our students here at Kaiser and want you to be a part of our advisory board. I was like, okay. I'm gracious for that opportunity, because this is the best thing going for us right now. So much knowledge and so much opportunity is in with LinkedIn. 15 years ago, when I had another epiphany moment and said, I shouldn't be working for people, I should be working with people. Who right now, tonight, can say we need to change that dynamic, that we need to be working with each other, not for each other? We should. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what our organization is about. Changing the status quo dynamics. We need to do that. We said we don't do it now. When are we going to do it? And there's a great number of people who've done that. In fact, I'm going to show you a couple of them. And these people have been truly, like I said, a godsend to me. And we're waiting for this thing to load up, and if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Who knows Robert Downey Jr.? The Iron Man. My public relations director, Ken Fay, has worked with him. Okay, here we go. This is the people. These are the people, ladies and gentlemen, that's in our organization. I have people from all walks of life. I have people from all around the world. In fact, there's Ken Fay right there. It all started by just having a conversation. And that's where it starts. If you can have a conversation on LinkedIn and go beyond the profile, ladies and gentlemen, and get connected on that human and deep level, what can you not do? He took a chance on me and said, hey, this is something that's going to be so big and humongous, you need to do this. So I was like, okay, Ken, who else can we get in the organization? All right. This gentleman right here, Ray Figueroa. He's our Director of Accounting for Force Humanity, and he's only been in our organization less than 2 months. And he's gotten more out of our organization in the short time that he has been in on LinkedIn than he has for the very people he is working with at the city of New York, because he's working in manufacturing. He's putting big water pipes together and engines for water and all that kind of stuff. But he's about the bottom line. He can go in, look at someone's books, and not only look at the books, but look at manufacturing and say, hey, this pipe doesn't fit this pipe, but this costing too much. Why? And he saw the value of what we had together, because we share the same experience, because we've been both working for someone who didn't truly value us. Who do you think right now can raise their hand and say value should actually over trump the money? Should value actually be the thing that we need to drive forward than the very money that people give us each and every single day? Who agrees with that?
Absolutely.
We need to change that. That's what our organization is about. We need to bring value back into the business versus the money value. He believes that too as well.
Hey Chris, did you reach out to these people? Did they reach out to you? What's the percentage of the reason that they're here with you today?
It was a little bit of both. It was a little bit of both. I actually reached out to them, they reached out to me, because it comes back to what I said before. It's not who you know now, so you know, so you don't know, so you need to know. So one person talks to another, the other person talks, because we all talk, don't we not? We talk to everybody about a good movie, bad experience at a restaurant. The way Jack met me, I can tell you right now why Jack reached out to me. What's that say, ladies and gentlemen? Say it, I want to hear you say it. What does that say? LinkedIn Jedi Knight. He said, I was going to go out and win. Did you not?
Yeah, if you're willing to brag that you're a LinkedIn Jedi Knight, I figure you use the tool pretty much. And can
Use the
bring
Force,
insight.
Luke.
So, yeah, that's the idea. I just did a search on LinkedIn just to see if there was anybody that used the tool much more than I did. And after the conversation with John, I reached out to you just because, like I said.
Now, isn't that something? He starts with me, seeing LinkedIn Jedi Knight. Jack talks to John, and then John reaches back out, because that very thing right there. Not only does words matter, it's the connection behind those words. The reason Force for Humanity came to be in the way we said it was because I'm a big Star Wars fan. Originally, I was going to call it Bringing Humanity into Business and Beyond, but that's part of our mission statement. Because our very mission statement comes from this. If I help you, you help me, and then we help we. Who all knows John C. Maxwell, the great motivational teacher? Does anyone know who John C. Maxwell is? You do, I know. He's a great guy, isn't he?
I don't know him personally.
But I mean, you know of him.
Those books, I read his books, I have a couple of them, as a matter of fact.
The 21 irrefutable laws of leadership.
Yep.
Got it? Law number 14, the law of the buy-in. The law of solid ground. The law of the big mo. A lot of his teachings are in our organization. And will also I brought into play, and once you connect with me on LinkedIn, who's connected with me on LinkedIn yet? Friday night, I want everyone in this room to connect with me on LinkedIn. I will reach out and connect with you tonight. Our other book is basically our Bible, I call it. It is Exception to the Rule.